Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of realMyst Masterpiece Edition. Let's say our hellos to everyone in the chat. Good to see you all here. We have got in the chat today Dark Fae 13. We've got Zephyronicus, Platinum Caterpillar, Tritz, Happy Sunday. Sunday? Well, it's as accurate as morning. It's morning somewhere, though, I suppose. Hey, it's after 4 PM somewhere, right? No, this is just tea. We've got Spiper, good day to you. And then we have, and then we have me, because I was chatting in the chat. Adian Writer, good morning to you. Gage Blackwood. And over on YouTube, we have Jay Strahan. Good to see you all. Sorry for the slight delay in the start on today's stream. So, today's stream is Danger Stream. Danger Stream. Why is it Danger Stream? Well, my wife is not here. My wife is not here, which means I've got the baby monitor. I got the baby monitor right next to the mic. So, if the baby wakes up, I gotta go and give the baby a cuddle. But, on the other hand, my wife's not here. So, I can also stream slightly longer today than I usually would. So there's pros and cons to this, is what I'm saying. The baby might not wake up at all, and in fact usually doesn't. So maybe we'll get a little bit more. I'm sorry to have cancelled the stream last week. I was furiously ill. Furiously ill. Can confirm, even in 2025, getting yourself a bout of COVID is no fun. It's still no fun. Can confirm. Like, wow. I was properly laid out for like... Well, so yesterday was the first day that I left the house except for... yesterday was the first day I left the house except for going to and from nursery, right? Today's the first day I've actually done a workout down the gym. So it properly laid me out for like a week. Like, I would still not say I'm like at 100%. But yeah, whoa, I've not been that ill in quite a while. It was proper sort of 16 hours in bed kind of vibes last Friday. On the topic of things that happened last week as well, huge shout out, and we've got to go and hang on, wait, did we? Yes, we've moved stuff, haven't we? We can go up here now. Huge shout out to... Wait, we didn't move that yet. Huge shout out to Fire Ice 558, who dropped an incredible 75 subs between episodes. What an amazing display of generosity. Like, I couldn't believe it initially. So yeah, so between Talaxu Ixion dropping a huge number of subs a couple of weeks ago and Fire Ice 558, yeah, you guys will both get a very, very special thank you in the October credits for service. But yeah, 75 subs. Wow. It's incredibly generous. Weirdly enough, I'm not getting any sound in this game. I can see from the levels that you guys can hear the sound, but I absolutely can't. Which is really frustrating. Why do I not have sound? You guys have sound, I can see it. Yes, Spiper 75. Why not? Why not? Okay. Let me do a save. I'll just try and quickly do a little restart on the game. Save, restart, save, restart. Man, I'm having some bad technical difficulties today. I was having a real problem with the YouTube initially. Once again, it had kind of defaulted to... Okay. That might have got it. No, hang on. Wait. I think I know what's wrong. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yes, I can hear it now. Good. We got there in the end, team. We got there in the end. Okay. Are my headphones on? Do you want to know... Do you want to know a secret, Dark Fae? No. No, they weren't. I had the sound coming out of the wrong speaker. Right. Oh, wait. Oh, you pull it down to go up. Of course! Do you want to know a secret? Says James Moore. I'll reveal it on stream! Well, the thing is, I know that if I just tell you guys, you won't tell anyone, right? Like, who are you going to tell? My mum? Ah. Classic. Now, Channelwood was the first one that I joined. Sorry, Channelwood was the first age that I went to. And so, when I first entered here, I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Oh, hey, look. Your character automatically crouches underneath that sconce. 10 out of 10 immersion. Ah, lovely red page. Good. And yeah, first time I saw this place, I was like, oh, this is quite nice. Yeah. Oh, frustratingly, those drawers are closing. I can't see if there's anything to pick up in that drawer or not, to be honest. And we have the white page. The white page. Right, let's get that into my notebook. I don't think we ever have to carry the white page. I tell you what, this guy likes his knives, doesn't he? Mind you, this one's been cutting up cheese, so pretty reasonable. But yes. Okay. One page acquired. Let's go drop this one off straight away. I tell you what, you really do hear that wind rustling, don't you? I don't remember that from the 2021 remake. But I tell you what, it really does give you the impression of being very high listening to that wind, doesn't it? That's really cool. Does 2021 have that wind? I definitely don't remember it being that loud. Dr. Spire's going to lurk and dash today. Plenty busy for a few weeks. Absolutely, please go ahead and lurk. We love a good lurk around here. Yeah, accidentally put the game sound to the other end of the baby phone. Ironically enough, she absolutely loves the sound of white noise. To be fair, so do I. Like, when I'm having a bit of a trouble, or if I can hear, like, you know, the local lads out on the street, like if I'm doing like a nap in the middle of the day or something like that, and I can hear the local lads playing outside. So, this is going to sound so straight. What is everyone's noise colour of choice? Because, you know, sitting with white noise on, right? Like having white noise to listen to whilst you're sleeping. Yeah, it's okay. Like, I'll do white noise in a pinch, but it's fairly normy, right? Brown noise, I think, is superior. I do like brown noise. Red noise, though, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Red noise is my go-to. Oh, of course, we need to now redirect the flow again, don't we? So yeah, what is your colour of noise of choice? And if you say blue noise, boah, that's weird. That's odd. That's odd. Dark phase noise of choice is Skyrim lore videos. That's good. That's good. Tilaxuixian has subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much for that subscription, Tilaxuixian. Thank you very much. Okay, with that water now redirected, we should be able to go and drop off. We should be able to go and drop this off. James Moore says, I'm not a massive techno-funk fan, prefer the sound of distant storms. Yes, you know, if you are in a pinch, right, the sound of rain is very similar to white noise. Tends to be a touch higher than white noise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, we were fiddling around with a... yeah, okay, fine. We're going to have to do a whole pipe follow, aren't we? Gage Blackwood, I listen to people playing Blueprints right now. Ah, well. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Ah, Blueprints. We're really enjoying Blueprints. Right, we got that going this way. And then it's going that way. Aha! Well, there's your problem, right? Yeah, we don't need that elevator anymore. So let's move you this direction. And then we can move you that way. No. No. We do need this direction. Man, I tell you what, right? This is hard to do in full 3D. Imagine what this would be like in actual point and click, where you can only turn 90 degrees at a time. This would be a nightmare to try and navigate. Can't wait to try it. This version of Channelwood is nice, isn't it? The one in 2021 I feel was foggier. Like, I remember Channelwood in 2021 not being terribly inviting, but this is thoroughly sunny. This looks like quite pleasant. Quite pleasant. We got Everett Topanga in the chat. I know this is an odd criticism of Blueprints, but I can't take seriously the protagonist actually wants to own that house. Bruh, have you seen that house? I want to own that house. What? It has a nook and a library? What? That is decadence. One thing I've not been able to work out yet in Blueprints, though, is the Baron S. Sinclair, right? Is he the bad guy? Like, not wanting to get all sort of like, oh yeah, film studies student on it or whatever, but like, when you're actually reading the history of Arindia, the basic thing is it started out being a kingdom, and then there was a massive repression of the people, like really massive, and loads of people got killed, and then they basically abolished the monarchy, it seems, and now everyone's reasonably happy there. I mean, like, you know, they're obviously fairly big on their media censorship, but we don't really see that much evidence of the Fenaries being particularly bad, and I think it's pretty notable that all of their neighbours sided with Fenaries, not with Arindia. So, like, oh yeah, massive spoilers for Blue Prince, incidentally, but, well, lore spoilers at least, anyway, not puzzle spoilers. But yeah, but it's kind of notable that, like, all of the neighbours clearly didn't like Arindia either.
Soon, free from this horrible prison, this book, you must visit the one remaining age which you have not. Confident that my brother Akana is demented. He is guilty. Took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Akana began to I ask you again. Do not retrieve the blue pages.
Do not retrieve the blue pages.
He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red page. Tell them the story that I gave. Your wisdom. Will see that I am innocent and he is guilty.
Yes, you'll see that I am the innocent one.
This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
You do raise a very good point, of course, Everett, that your maintenance costs on such a building would be astronomical. Astronomical. Not even to mention the staffing costs as well. So yeah, I can kind of agree with you on that one. Aha! Lovely. But then again, you sort of do what rich people do when they don't use half their rooms. You just put like dust sheets over everything. You say, "Oh no, the east wing is sort of mothballed at the moment." You know, no, we're not opening that up anytime soon. This is going to come down, right? Wait a minute. Hello? Isn't this going to come down? Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit awkward. Oh, there's a little switch here. Top of the world. Ride the tree to the very top. Oh, do we have to push it? Aha. Come on. Yes? No? I don't remember how this worked. Okay, right. It was only a couple of weeks ago. Come on. All right, I think you release that, and it's gonna come down, isn't it? Nice. That's okay. Okay, in we go. Lovely. So yeah, I mean, Blueprints. Blueprints is an incredibly strong game. It's an incredibly strong game. It is... I'm not 100% sure exactly how much I love the synergy of the puzzle and roguelike genres. Like, it's very, very clever, you know, and it kind of gets that kind of Slay the Spire props, right, for being effectively the first game to combine two genres that have never really been combined before. How do I feel about the fact that it is quite RNG heavy, and you can manipulate the RNG in plenty of different ways, but you really do get into situations where you're like, I know exactly where this thing is, right? Like, at the moment, we're obviously working through the Sanctum keys at the minute in our playthrough, right? We know exactly where all of the Sanctum keys are, right? The bit we're having problems with is making them appear. And that's kind of... I'm not sure how many... I don't know. Like... The real strength of Blueprints is that its primary loop is very engaging, right? Because the drafting itself is quite fun. And there are a lot of challenges to keep you going. Can you fill every room in the house? And so forth, you know, can you find all of the rooms? But I feel like there will come a point quite soon where we'll stop feeling like we're making steady progress, and instead we'll feel like we're waiting for solutions to present themselves. Do you know? Trank says, I personally put it as a solid A tier, Outer Wilds and Riven being S tier for me. Do you know what? I would probably agree with that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I know it maybe sounds like I criticise it a bit, but it is very good. It's a jolly good game. So that was Akanar. Can we play it again? I just can't see Rand Miller. Like, I know it's Rand Miller, but I really just can't see him. Was that door always open? Akanar ate the spicy chili. So is this Cyrus's room? Blue pages. Snanrendu Org Bimil Hurstlo.
I hope I pushed the right button. Very interesting device, dear brother. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? He is preparing. Remember, take only one page.
What did he say?
I hope I pushed the right button. Very interesting device, dear brother. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? He is preparing. Remember, take only one page.
He is preparing. Remember, take only one page. What is that in reference to? And who's he talking to? He's not talking to us. Of course. So this is Akenar's room. Very sparse in comparison to Cyrus. So now I assumed that the two of them were actually sharing the other flat, right? I didn't really twig for me that Akenar was like that much of a mad lad that he's like, nope, wooden shelf for me, thank you. Have I heard of Rush Limburg Understands thing? I know. What is Rush Limburg? Sorry. That is not a reference I understand. I'm always going to forget to do that. Rush Limbaugh Understands. Now this time we should only need to change one of the things, and then we're done! And then we're done with Channelwood, which is a bit of a shame. Channelwood, I think, might be my favourite. But then again... Stone Age is also pretty good. Stone Ship, rather. Stone Ship. Right, let's take that over here. Now, we've not had a chance to see Channelwood at night, so we might, depending on how quickly we get through Stone Ship, which could be a while, we might come back to Channelwood again later on. Someone posted earlier to say that Channelwood at night is actually quite nice, and this is the only version of Myst that has Channelwood day-night cycle. Atreus is preparing to go to Earth because the brothers have succeeded in tricking him to do so. Cyrus is leaving voicemail for Akenar, basically. Take one page is the one missing white page. That makes sense. Rush Limbaugh was a right-wing American commentator that died a few years ago. Right, okay. Not someone I'm familiar with. Bing! Okay, let's drop a page in for Akenar. Hello.
My friend, pages. I see. Convinced the Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. And you have observed his unbridled lust for riches.
Wow, Achenar, calm down.
Worlds. Gruesome plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Just please. A liar. Well, in a liar. Must not be free. The remaining blue pages.
We've got D&D Mama has joined the chat. Hello, hello.
Free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Well, there we go. Baby Zulu in the chat. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, we're having a good day. We're up to Stone Ship next. So, let's consult the notebook and see where we're going. Yes, blue pages. Did I mention blue pages? Blue pages, you know. Here we go. Try moving the slider. Wait, something. Oh, we got to move the console down over to you. Fine. So we're looking for October 11th. October 11, 1984. Oh, wow. 1984. Ah, there we go. At 10:04 a.m. Beep. Okay, we'll take a copy of that one. Next, we've got January 17, 12:07. Jan 17, 12:07. Nico Games now has subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much for that Prime subscription. That's very appreciated. Thank you. 5:46 a.m. There we go. Beep. Is that correct? Let's have a quick double check there. 5:46, 12:07, Jan 17. Yeah, that is what the date says. And then the third one we've got is November 23rd. Try moving the slider. November 23rd, 9791. Oh, thank you very much, Nico Games Now. That's very nice. 97.91 at 6:57. Go. Yeah, James Moore says, everyone sounds so trustworthy in this game. November 23, 97.91, 6:57. So that is that. The first time I played this game, I was having real struggle working out which one of these brothers I should be trusting. Because I was just like, well, they both sound quite terrible, not gonna lie. Oh, was I supposed to turn the light off? Wait. Oh. Oh, that definitely makes it easier to see. I mean, it is an observatory, after all, right? But, well, it's not really an observatory, is it? This is a computer screen, because you're putting in an arbitrary date. So... Trank says, not a Twitch streamer myself. What do Prime subs give the streamer? The same as a normal sub? Not quite. Not quite. So, Prime subs are a free benefit for people who are... Huh, okay. I sort of stood straight up onto the chair. So yeah, Prime subs are using your Amazon Prime membership, and you get like one free Prime sub per month that you can give to a streamer of your choice, and so you don't have to pay anything for it, except obviously your Amazon Prime membership. In terms of what actually comes to the streamer at the end of the month, Prime subs I think are around about half of a regular sub, but obviously Twitch is owned by Amazon, and because, you know, you can do your Prime sub, you should always do a Prime sub every month if you have Amazon Prime, because it's literally free for you if you have Amazon Prime. So you should always pick a streamer to give your Prime sub to, you know, because otherwise it doesn't renew, you know. Well, no, it does. It renews once a month, but you guys know what I mean. We need to have a look at the Book of Constellations, don't we? The thing is, which book is the book? Yeah, you have to renew it every month manual if you do a Prime sub. I think subs... I didn't think subs renewed automatically. Even regular subs. Like, you can obviously sub for a longer number of months, but I thought regular subs you had to do manually as well. Maybe not. Observatory. I thought it was a dentist's office. Right. Stone Ship Age. Is this the one that has got... Yes, there we go. Right. So, let's have a look. Right, we'll try and do this one first. Is a snake! Snake, snake, it's a snake. Rawr. I'm a snake. I think this one's the maple leaf. I have a vague recollection. Yeah, one of them's a leaf. Whoop, whoop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Something like that. And then this last one... Ooh. Ugh. That doesn't really? Oh, Kemosuck just resubscribed for 4 months. Oh, thank you very much. Ah, Dark Fate confirms. Yeah, okay, so your sub auto renews. I see, I see. Jordan Shuri has joined the YouTube chat. I've made it! Good to have you, Jordan. Good to have you. We are looking at these constellations and I don't know. Did I put it in right? Oh, no, no, no. I didn't put it in right. I didn't put it in right. Shoot. Right. I did AM rather than PM. We got Prestonian. Hi, Mr. Feel. So glad you're playing this. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming along to the stream. Who is excited for Infra? We did a poll, and Infra is going to be the next thing we stream. I'm quite excited for it, actually. 6:57. It sounds like exactly the kind of thing that's right up our alley. Stargazer viewed all the dated star patterns. Right, here we go. We'll try and get this correct this time. Smack that up. It's hard to judge Myst's puzzles when they were so foundational. Like, it's kind of odd coming back to this one for a second time because I know the puzzles, but I'm not so familiar with it that I know all the puzzle solutions. I'm sure half of you guys probably don't even put the constellations in there anymore because you just know which of these buttons are the ones you press, you know? So there are sort of steps that you can bypass if you know the puzzles. 2021 Myst, I think, had a randomizer mode, though, to it, didn't it? Did anyone try out the randomizer? Was it any good? It looks like it's a bug. It looks like what we've got is a beetle. There we go. It's very kind of... Oh, and he's got little teeth as well. He's got little angry teeth. Yeah, okay, he's only actually got 6 legs, not 8. We'll get rid of those. There you go. Kemosuck, I wonder how deep the randomization went. I assume not that deep. Like, I would assume maybe it's random dates, these buttons randomized. Maybe it's a random voltage that you have to get, rather than it being 59 volts specifically. Maybe it's not 221, but like some random number. I don't know. That is pure speculation. I just know that it has a randomizer mode. Bing. Bong. And snake. There we go. Man, when I was small, one of the Lego sets I really, really wanted was the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Oh, that set's gorgeous. That set's gorgeous. I'm not far enough down my Lego rabbit hole yet that I've started buying vintage sets or anything. Like, that strikes me as maybe being a little bit too far. When I was young, though, and this set had a remaster quite recently, I did have Eldorado Fortress, which was a great set. Brilliant castle. Brilliant castle. And the base plate was like this kind of custom molded base plate. and the walls to the castle were quite large. So even though it only had something like 700 pieces, it was quite a sizable. It was quite a sizable set. That one is the set that I'm kind of most tempted to be like, I could buy some vintage Lego. That one and Pirates of Barracuda Bay, because I always wanted that set, but it's far too expensive, right? Here's one of the big myths about Lego, right? Lego, people say that Lego has become very expensive, but the fact is, Lego has always been expensive. We just didn't appreciate how much our parents spent on us, right? Because like Eldorado Fortress, I think it was like 1992, something like that. So I was quite young. I was quite young when we bought that, and that was at the time had an MSRP of like £80. And £80 back in the early 90s is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now, having said that, certainly the branded stuff is well expensive, more expensive than it's worth it. I've got a lot of Lego Star Wars, as you have probably seen over the years. It's Stone Ship at night, in the rain. How foreboding. This is proper Spire vibes, this, isn't it? Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought on what I was saying about. Yeah, so it's quite expensive, £80. So yeah, if you had Lego as a youngster, go and thank your parents and let them know that you appreciate the gift. Beep, beep, beep. What is that doing? Okay. PWJB, subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Lego quality control and manufacturing tolerances are incredibly tight for how mass-produced they are. Right, we can't get in there. So, just as a brief reminder, Stone Ship is the one age that I never really figured out the first time we played this. So, we are on a bit of a journey of discovery, to be honest. Huh, we need a key for that. You appreciate the F out of your parents getting you Lego Technic Space Shuttle submarines was magnificent. Oh yeah, and you know what? I also had some it's a line which is now there is some Lego space stuff. What was it? It had like a bee. It had like their logo was like a bee, and they were sort of space people, and they had a lot of green in the sets. There was a couple of really cool sort of one-off parts which were like these green dome parts that could hinge up and down. Yeah, like black core, were they? Space power miners. No, it was definitely something starting with a B. Definitely something starting with a B. Okay, we can't go in here either, so we are very... Oh, do you know what? Actually, yes, connects. So, connects, I was slightly older when we started getting connects. My impression was that connects was slightly cheaper than Lego. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest. But it was definitely bigger because it was like... But connects was really, really interesting mathematically, right? Because you had... what was it? It was like grey, red, yellow, blue, da 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 da, and they got sort of smaller and smaller. But they got smaller in sort of root 2 ratios. So if you had 2 pieces which made a square, the next size up would fit the diagonal of that. So it was structurally very sound. Okay. Now, what am I looking for out here? Oh! Maybe just the top of the dome there. It's the only real thing I can see. Okay, I guess these things are pumping the water then. So let's go and do those. Rock Raiders, Bionicle. Hang on, I've got to look up. I've got to look up what the name of this set was. Hang on. Retired Lego sets. Space green. Show me images. Show me images. Blacktron. Blacktron. That was it. Ah, yeah. Have a look at the Blacktron sets. We did have some of those. But yeah, Connects. We did have a lot of Connects. And Connects, you could build some really, really interesting stuff. Very, very large builds. Okay. So we can get in here. Oh man, I'm being attacked by mosquitoes. This is not the correct time of year for this. Ooh, hello. Should the lights not be on? How do I turn the lights on in there? Okay. No, so that's still full. And this one? No, that's still full. Okay, well we've got 3 things to pump out, and we've got 3 pumps, right? So let's try the middle one next. Okay, we can get down here now. Man, it's dark though, isn't it? Stone Ship is definitely the one I found like the scariest as well. Because I'd never played Myst before, I was like, oh my god, is there like... I didn't realise, or I wasn't 100% confident that it was an enemy-free game, right? I thought maybe something was going to jump out at me. Let's take a moment to appreciate that texture. Look how good that looks. Like, these walls look great. Okay, and some classic music coming in. Oh, we totally didn't read the white page that we got, but we shan't worry about it. Okay, so this is Cirrus and his odd needle proclivities. So interactable. Oh, nothing in that one. Yes! A red page. Perfect. Oh no! We don't have a Myst book yet. We don't have a linking book. Fine. Well, I guess we'll just be carrying this for a while. I thought there was more to the underground area than that. But maybe I'm misremembering. Let's call on our third pump. Prestonian says, indeed, this was the scariest. I thought some creature was going to jump out from the shadows when I set off the alarm. Yes! Okay, we're not getting in there without a key. But we can get down here now. Oh, come on, off the stairs. Thank you. Okay, so we can drain the trunk of water. Oh wait, if we drain the trunk of water and then seal that back up, will it float? There we go, right, we got the rhythm there. Okay, so we come back out. Let's turn the pump off here. Classic water temple nonsense, says James Moore. Yes! A floating chest. And a ghost key. And inside the chest, a second key. Wow. Now, what do we got here? So we can charge these batteries up. Oh man, I really don't remember this at all. I guess you got to wind this up all the way. Didn't it have a barrel on top or something? The 2021 version, I think, makes this a bit more obvious, since it's literally attached to a buoy. Ah, I see. Okay, so those are now that's now charged up. Has that done? Oh, it's done something. It's done something up there. Can we do we look at that with the telescope? Oh, there's another door over there. Right. So do we look at this with the telescope? Does this give us something? I mean, 135. Or does someone else turn on a signal in response to our signal? Which doesn't kind of look like it, to be honest. Alright, we'll go with 135 for now. So let's dump the water from the middle. Jordan Shuri has tipped $20. Oh, I opened the trunk and found treasure. Thank you very much, Jordan. Thank you very much. It's an interesting light effect. I agree. Okay. This way. So we've not been down here. Wait. We've now got power. Aha! We've now got power. So we can now go into... Hello? Okay, we'll check that out in a minute. Ah, yes. Akenar's room. So there's the blue page. And there's the truly frightening decor. Like, mate, this guy's a wrong un. Yeah, 100% wrong un. Like, you know how there's always the there were never any signs. There were never any signs. You know, he was always quiet, always a quiet lad, always kept to himself. No, there were signs. There were signs. Cirrus has issues. Cirrus has issues as well. Yes, Akenar has got problems. Like... Ah, perfect. I was a little bit concerned that we'd missed that somewhere. Akenar's awful bed in this room. Ugh, yeah. Blech. Well, to be fair, this whole age clearly has damp problems, right? And Akenar's not slept in that bed for a while. So I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt that it did not look like that last time he slept on it. Into the industrial zone. Follow me. Is everyone here familiar with the Crystal Maze? If you have never seen the Crystal Maze because you are not English enough, if you've never seen the Crystal Maze because you're not English enough to have ever been blessed with that, you should absolutely check it out. Go onto YouTube and find like an early episode of the Crystal Maze. Richard O'Brien is... that's Richard O'Brien of... wait, not Hotel Transylvania. The other one. Rocky Horror Picture Show fame. Ah. Oh, no, now it's dark. The lights have gone out. What? Right, so we have to press the right button, I think, or the lights go out. I did that rot. Thanks, Kimasak. Your powers of observation continue to serve you well. Oh man, it's going to take an age for every retry as well. Okay, so, full disclosure, this was the bit that I got lucky on the first time I played it. I'm not sure I've ever solved this puzzle. So, yeah, we'll give that a go. This alarm in the original was the biggest jump scare. Yeah, no, I was pretty scared of it in the 2021 version as well. PWJB says, I'm not English enough. I did get to watch Fort Boyard, though. I gather that as being the same, but more French. Very similar. Very, very similar in premise. Crystal Maze was more on a set, and so the different zones were themed, right? So he'd be like, to the Aztec zone, follow me! And the music was like da 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 da. So it was very kind of, yeah. You that read wrong. You that did wrong. Oh, right, I did. Okay. Why don't we have any lights in here? So we have powered this up. But no lights down there. Shoot. Do we need to press the thing to get the lights? Okay. There's a lot of potential buttons. Like, my wondering is still... Okay, 135 is an option. But my wondering is still... If you turn the lighthouse beacon on, is someone not going to put their beacon on in response to you? But maybe not, because there's no one here. All of these worlds are sort of long since dead worlds. There is definitely, I don't know, a certain amount of melancholy present in all of the ages of Myst, really. Aetra sort of implies that the visitors were individual swimmers, so the light would attract them. Jordan asks, how do I rate this age compared with other ages? Oh, interesting question. How do we rate Stone Ship compared to others? Probably... it's in the top 50%. I'd say it's in the top 50%. Oh man, do you know what? We've never actually sat down and done like our full tier list ranking of every Myst age, right? Like in the S tier you're going to have like Riven, right? Obviously. But maybe Tamana. I really liked Tamana as an age. I realise it's technically Earth, but yeah. How would I rate Stone Ship? It's definitely very atmospheric. And the puzzles are pretty good. It's definitely in the top 50% of ages, I'd say. It's definitely better than Haven. All of the ages in Myst are quite short in comparison to the sequel games, though. Okay, I figure this has got to be 135, yeah? So if that's 180, we've got the Windrose here, this is pointing to the north. So if that's 180 and that's 90... what are the divisions? 1, 2, 3, 4 gets you halfway, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4 gets you back round. So, if I look at my handy protractor, which I always keep on my desk, if I recall correctly, 135 is roughly speaking about halfway between 90 and 180, right? So, should we go with this one? Oh, okay. So it is just pointed at the lighthouse. Okay. I wonder why that puzzle gave me so much trouble in Myst 2021. Maybe I just didn't count it correctly. But genuinely, I was a bit baffled by that, and then I just kind of got lucky. I got a lucky break with it. On the stress level, Stone Ship is pretty high. Someone give me a steer. Is Stone Ship always at night in the rain? I don't recall it being at night in the remake, or is this got a day-night cycle to it? Did I play randomized? I did not, because I'd never played Myst before, so no point playing it randomized. Excellent. We have got illumination. Lovely. Legend has it that Stone Ship formed a significant part of the inspiration for parts of Quern. That is something I literally made up, but of course it probably did. Oh, hello. Magic table. What? Oh. Huh? Okay. Okay, lore guys, explain this one. Stone Ship Age, found a way back from Stone Ship. Original game effect, by the way. In this version of Stone Ship, the beacon is way more obvious since the atmosphere is a lot darker than the OG. Okay. Originally it was at dusk and with no rain. Interesting. Right, well this is actually the last red page. So we're gonna hear Cirrus's like actual monologue now. Here we go.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akhenar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. His father was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now,
where's he going? He's just sort of walking off camera.
Discovered that Akhenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akhenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, entrapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves in this library which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Okay, there we go. Did he say 158? I think he said. Was it? $158. Does that look about right? Looks about right. Grab a copy of that. Now, in the meantime, let's go get a blue page. Hey, it's daytime again. That's nice. That's nice. Man, yeah, it's got real kind of... Oh, dear. He's so obviously evil as well. So obviously evil. So, the lore experts have said one of the very few improvements in Myst 2021 is it eliminated the table that turns into the book dynamic. That was a canon anomaly from 1993. The magic table, says Trank, was put in as 1993 tech demo, just like a lot of the trinkets in the game, like the rose to skull transition. Basically a check out this crazy rendering technique we figured out kind of thing. Like the thing on Sirius's desk and the globes. Right, let's get back into Stone Ship. There is truth about the green book. That was the bad ending that your friend got first. Didn't find the white page, I suppose. So, let's drain the middle, and we need to go and find Akenar's room, which is just down this way. And Akenar's page is... Ah, it's just on his bed. There we go. And then we don't need to come back to Stone Ship again. We can then just go and find the white page. That bed is what I would refer to as damp. Okay, now I think we can still go and get the final red page and the final blue page, because until you actually touch it... Oh, actually, do you know what, right? Okay, so, thinking, right? Who ripped out the pages from these books? Sorry, because both brothers have got themselves trapped in different prison books, and someone has ripped the pages out. Was that Atris? Is that Atris? Nauseum is raiding with a party of 8. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. We are playing Myst. We've just completed Stoneship, and we're just talking about a little bit of lore before we go and find the final 1 or 2 pages before wrapping up the game. But yes, thank you very much. How's realMyst going? Yes, going very well. I think we're actually going to complete it today, probably. So we've just finished Stoneship, and now we're just having a little bit of a discussion on who even ripped out these pages anyway. Oh, Kemosak says, I think it depends on what you consider canon. If you remember this correctly, says PWJB, it couldn't have been Atris. It's implied that the brothers trapped him first. Yeah, that's what I thought. Atris is trapped in the Denis book, and then Sirius and Akanar get themselves trapped in the trap books. So who rips out the pages? I mean, like, Atris... If these are set up as trap books, Atris wouldn't rip out the pages anyway, even if he did have the opportunity to. Why would he? Spiber says, personally I feel there was a potential to connect to Yisha's weird tricks, making you link through a hologram of a book. They could have said she learned things like that from her father and that he was researching how linking actually happens. Nauseum's off on his way to work. Have a great day, Nauseum. Have a great day. Prestonian suggests Catherine ripped out the pages. It's possible, I suppose. Kemosak says, I'd say it's an effect of the books. Okay. Well, let's have a listen to what Akanar has to say about me bringing back his penultimate page. It's gonna be something weird, because he's a bit weird. Right. Hello, Akanar.
Hello. I'm Akanar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Sirius who did this to me. Sirius, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. It began when my brother Sirius began to lust for riches. He stole from the Aegis Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the Aegis of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Sirius began to destroy the Aegis of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. Completely destroyed all but 4 of the Aegis. Of course, I had to warn Father. When I finally found him, there was Sirius also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced Father that it was I who had destroyed the Aegis. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Sirius dealt the final blow, he tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Sirius did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf that's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burnt books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Man, he's acting. Rand Miller is acting hard. This Akanar guy seems a bit like a loose cannon. Maybe helps Cirrus. No, that's terrible. Okay, do we want to see a bad ending first? Because let's go. Shall we? Well, let's go do the Green Book bad ending, right? Because that's the ending you can lock yourself out of by going and getting the white page, isn't it? Let's take a save right here. Bang and bang. Yep, overwrite. Thank you. We've got Fire Ice has joined the Twitch chat. Gotta go do some things. It was a pleasure to get a live stream for the first time. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Fire Ice 558. Great to have you here. Thank you. Bonk. The bad endings for the brothers are maximum acting. Who doesn't love a massive bit of acting? Like, the thing is, right, I genuinely do like it, right? Because the slightly questionable acting is part of the charm of the piece. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. Rotational bliss rotated the fireplace. Hello.
Who the devil are you?
Who the devil are you?
Don't come here to done it, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Akanar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library. It contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers who might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped.
Entrap greedy explorers.
My
Okay.
sons. Cirrus and Akanar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Bring the page. Bring the page with you. So, here's an interesting thing, right? Because he says, "Who the devil are you?" Right? And Achenar says, "He has the lying tongue of a serpent. Therefore, Tiana taught Atreus about Christianity." Which is a bit odd. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Like, maybe it was just part of his broader education. Let's go! Oh, we can wander around Denis for the first time. Whoa! Can you see that? He's in 3D! That's actually really impressive. How have they done that? Okay, so he must be rendered in the game engine, right? Surely. Right, okay, and then it's going to transition to FMV. Okay.
Ah, my friend.
Ha, the trophy that I just got is, did you not take my warning seriously?
Did you bring the page? You didn't bring the page. You didn't bring the page.
Didn't bring the page.
Fool are you? Did you not take my warning seriously?
Seriously?
Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here forever.
Wow. I feel the disappointment. Welcome to Denis. You and I will live here forever. You still think the intro of Riven has him looking his best? He's not mad, just disappointed. Yeah. Oh, here we are. We can now wander around. So we don't get a credits. We literally just get stuck. Hello. Wow. That's a pretty reasonable character model. When did this one come out? Like, I mean, I know this is the Masterpiece edition of realMyst, so it's probably more recent than I think, right? At least until the DRC shows up, unless that only happens due to the stranger escaping. That's a good point. When does the DRC show up? good couple hundred years, right? So yeah. Okay, we're doing a reload. So. Load. I really like the opening of Riven. It's one of the things I don't like about the Riven remake, because I really like the fact that he finishes writing the book, holds it to you, you go into the book, and then the title, you know, the music swells, title comes towards you, bars come down, Riven has begun, you know? I think it's a really good opening. Not so much a big fan of the oh yes, you have to make the choice to touch the thing yourself, you know? Yeah. It's minor, but it is. Okay. Marker switch, a vault access island of Myst. The vault is located in very plain view on the island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Turn every one of these switches to the on position. I believe they all currently are. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. Okay. Well, that really is very straightforward, actually, isn't it? So you just got to go bonk. Ho-ho! I don't remember that being that straightforward, to be honest. I remember that being a little bit more involved. Right. Oh no, wait. Oh no. You can't put down pages in this version of Myst, can you? So we're going to have to do the good ending next. Ah, but we don't have to link. We don't have to link straight away. Okay, so let's put this back in. Myst's intro is great too. Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Bing, 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 bing. Do you know what? We're going to have to listen to Atris's dialogue again, aren't we?
Who the devil are you?
Who the devil are you?
Don't come here to die, not yet.
Okay. Ah, we can skip it. Good.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to die, not yet.
Ah. We can just go. We can just go. Hello? Now wait a minute. So the page that we linked in, the book that we linked in wasn't the one that was missing the page. It's some book that he's got here that's missing a page. Okay. Finished Myst with the best ending.
Ah, my friend.
Oh, now we're friends.
The page. Did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me. You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make.
We're going to have to re-watch this a second time to get to rhyme, of course. Oh no, we'll save it and we'll reload, and then we'll reload.
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do.
Infanticide. What?
I shall return shortly.
Okay. Like, we could just follow him, right? Is Kavir the name of the room? I think Kavir's the name of the island in Danae.
It is done. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, but my rating cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife Catherine is being held hostage.
It's great to know that sequel baiting goes back at least to 1993.
I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst. The books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope your explorations are satisfying.
I hope you find them satisfactory.
No longer have my sons to deal with.
You thought we were underground at the moment, like deep below Tamana. Yes, we are.
Oh, and one more favor. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever have imagined. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Till that point, you're free to enjoy the exploration from my library on Myst. And thank you again.
Okay. At what point does the video stop?
Oh, the book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Like, are you still here? Yes. Get out. Feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again. Here we go. So we can still wander around in Danae. That's excellent. So, yes. Danae, Kavir, Tamana, it's all on Earth. If you go from the cleft, you can go from the volcano mountain area where Atris grew up, which is canonically in New Mexico, and walk all the way down the big tunnel, and you will eventually end up in Danae. I don't know exactly how deep underground it's supposed to be, but yeah, so you can do that. Now, Atris makes that journey as a young lad. The thing is, he can't climb out of this because this room is all caved in, and he doesn't have any digging tools. So Atris at this point in the story does know that he's on Earth. It's just he's trapped in this room and he doesn't have a way out of it, effectively. But yeah, so Kavir is an island on Danae. Tamana is what Atris calls his home in New Mexico. But yeah, Tamana's just on Earth, and it's on the surface as well, so calling it an age... A lot of people will disagree with calling Tamana an age at all, to be honest, because it's not even really spatially distinct from just being New Mexico. It's just Atris's house. Okie dokie, back we go. Man, imagine that though, right? 1993, and you get a sequel bait to 1997. You only had to wait 4 years, right? And this is wild. This is kind of genuinely wild, right? Is the pace of development in the 90s and the early 2000s. And I have some theories as to why this is, right? But like, yeah, 1993 to 1997 was how long you had to wait for the sequel to what was at that point possibly the greatest technological marvel in video game history just drops an S-tier sequel, maybe the greatest puzzle game of all time, 4 years later. Wild, right? But it's kind of interesting because I think broader societally, it's a very similar trend, right? Just across the whole industry. And I mean like the technology industry in general, right? If you compare 1993 technology with 2008 technology, right? That's a 15-year gap. And that takes you from Myst being like a real technological achievement, right? What other games are from 1993? Like, that's pre-PlayStation, right? You're talking about like the Atari Jaguar at a stretch, right? But most people are playing Super Nintendo or whatever, right? The Apple II is flying high. Core 2 was 486, right? Fast forward that to 2007, 2008, and you're looking at like, what? Mass Effect 2? Right? 2008? Like, 2008 is the release of the first iPhone, right? That's a 15-year gap, which is mad. Not to mention the fact that the internet basically became a thing in that time. I realise that the internet does predate 1993, but like the consumer internet really kind of doesn't, right? Now have a think about 1998 and the next 15 years after that. 2008 and the next 15 years after that. 2008 to 2023. The 15 years prior, 93 to 2008, was like a region of just unprecedented technological advancement. But then 2008 to 2023, we really haven't seen... Now, in industrial technology, we've seen really big things, right? In terms of like superconductor technology and stuff like that, making MRIs better, faster, cheaper, etc. But like in terms of consumer technology, what do we have? A better iPhone than we had 15 years ago, right? But like there hasn't really been any kind of fundamental shift in consumer technology, bar possibly AI, in 15 years, really? I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? Oh, and there's Rhyme! Okay, so what we need to do is we need to drop a save right here. Save. Right, so that's Rhyme. We can see it in the little thing. Would you guys like to see some really, really bad, so bad it's good acting? Load. Now. Now apparently there's an Easter egg if you put this pattern into Uru. But unfortunately, I'm not enough of a Myst expert to be able to just recite this pattern from memory. I'm looking at it on my other screen. I'm sure you guys could draw this in your sleep. Sequel bait. Oh man, I hope they make a second game sometime. Yeah. Hey, have I got good news for you, James? They bloomin' did. It was great. Shall we take, let's take Achenar first. Go on. I ain't touching no green book. There was a time I could do the pattern without the book. I'm free. Ending with Achenar free. Oh, so you don't have to touch the book. You just literally, you return the page, and it's like an ATM stealing your credit card. You are just sucked in.
Oh, I feel alive. And how do you feel, my friend? What have we here? Perhaps the pages you worked so hard for? Whoops! Yes! Oh. Perhaps you're seeing the world from my point of view. Yes. Oh. Sinners. There's my brother. Oh, yes. Oh. Maybe someone will rescue you someday.
Man, look at that pixelation.
You lose.
So, did this footage get cleaned up at all for the Masterpiece editions? Or is it still like the same footage, sort of same compression as when they released it originally? Jasper123 says, man, these bad endings haunted me as a kid when they rip the pages up. Ah. So, here's the thing. Even if the books were pre-ripped, maybe someone will rescue you someday. Even if the books were pre-ripped, why are the pages, like, laid out, like... There's one of the pages is laid out on Achenar's bed, Achenar's damp, moist bed. In oh, is that it? It's just nothing. Okay, let's load up this one. So yeah, so who's laying these pages out everywhere, right? So I figured it must be after Achenar got trapped, because otherwise he'd be like, huh, there's a blue piece of paper on my bed. That's a bit weird. Better leave it there and then go and get trapped later. Eh. Yep, it's that one. Bing, bing, bing. That it? That's it. Were you guys able to beat Myst or Riven back in the day? Me and my father had those physical hint books. We still struggled. So I had Myst on my Apple, but Myst came out when I was like 6. So like I fired it up and I wandered around the island a little bit. I did get as far, I remember, as seeing Atris's message in the pool where he talks to Catherine. And so I assumed that we were playing Catherine. But that's as far as I got. Never got the rotating tower. So, yeah. But yeah, that was back in the day. Now, I don't know if I played it when I was actually 6. right? Like, the game came out when I was 6. I have no idea when we acquired it on our Apple. So who knows? As far as I know, as far as I can remember, maybe I was like 12 when I played it, and just like here we go. You fool! Ending with Cirrus freed.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Yes!
I'm free! Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend. You've done the right thing. You stupid fool! It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it.
Now, I have a feeling that in Myst 2021, when you deliver the penultimate pages to them and they each do their larger monologues, that you don't have the static anymore. Which is kind of appreciated, because I'm not really a big fan of the static, to be honest.
The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, I can Goodbye.
Good old Cirrus. That's because Gen has a gun. Gen was great. Gen genuinely had me doubting whether... Because, you know, obviously you've been sent to Riven. Gen says he's a changed man. Do we believe him? Oh, he's so darn charismatic. We almost believe him. Man, you know, if you want to talk about Riz, Gen has got it. Absolutely impeccable Riz. Here we go. Rhyme, I have named it. A desolate age with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours, and though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence, although the wind blows on occasion. When it ceases, there is suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is necessary for obtaining the correct resonance. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onwards by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I'll bring Cirrus and Akanar as well as some of the machinery, machinery from Selenetic. Akinar chose to stay with Catherine, but Cyrus was rather excited to come. He spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cyrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cyrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He's been a tremendous aid to me, and I'm thankful for his willingness to help. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I'd hoped, although I'm fairly certain it'll be worth the delay in the long run. I've decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete and I have been able to set up a temporary space where the crystals will not be stimulated. I am quite convinced that with the right diffraction resonance, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. Catherine still finds it absurd and thinks I'm crazy to assume I'll be able to view ages with stones. But her unusual pessimism has not convinced me to stop trying. I came too close to success on Everdunes. I'm fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the crystals, but I've realised that temperature alone is not enough. The cold dampens some of the sympathetic harmonies, but a more active suppressor is necessary. I've acquired some geodes with a pure protected crystalline interior. Thin slices of the geodes below each crystal provided a stabilizing effect and even amplified the clean frequency slightly. After quite a bit of experimentation with shapes and colours, I was able to capture a blurry image within a book. Though the link would never work, there is clearly an age on the other side. I can hardly wait to return to tell Catherine. Yeah, hey Catherine, remember that thing that you said would never work? Guess what? Have I got news for you? I bet he can't wait to tell Catherine. I feel like I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here. Perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. The crystals have not been perfected, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post or even lab. I've not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Akinar and Cyrus. This is the one and only reference that Atreus ever makes to missing any of his children, I believe. Besides all of that, there are, far away, in the back of my mind, the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I've only seen the city in its worst condition and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now as I visualise how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Veovis and Agiaris, it amazes and saddens me. I'm fairly certain that Denis is not dead as my father believed. I'm convinced there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance and return to Denis to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he's been free all along. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I've now written is the link from Denis to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Denis, without knowing the state of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It's taken several years and there have been many dead ends, but I have partially succeeded. Now that I have managed to view another age using the crystals, it's only a matter of time until I view Riven. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things and I miss her greatly. I will return to rhyme later, once my mind has cleared. Let's take a copy of that clue. Oh, and that is the end of the book. But wait, I hear you say, how do we get to rhyme? Well, that, I think, is probably going to be for another day. Yes, my friends, we're not going to complete rhyme today, partly because, I'm starting to feel a little bit sleepy. I'm starting to yawn. I'm starting to yawn on the stream, and that is about 15 minutes after I should be in bed. That journey to rhyme is a mystery for another age, says James Moores. Excellent. PWJB says, one of Savidra's monologues lives rent-free in my head ever since I first played it. The one where he described how his brothers tied him up and burned the linking books. It ends with, and when I finally got back to Narayan and I saw, it would have been better if I had died. Oh, I tell you what though, Brad Dourif, it goes so hard. As much as I love John's performance of Gen in Riven, it would have been so fire to get Brad back to play Gen now that he's kind of the right age, right? On the other hand, I don't know if Brad Dourif does very much acting nowadays, because he is quite old now. I'm not sure. I actually don't know if he's retired or not. Okay, excellent. We are going to be wrapping up today's episode right there. So if you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this episode of realMyst Masterpiece Edition. Next time we'll be going to rhyme, and then of course, is it infra? No, it's not infra just yet, because we have regular recipe Myst Masterpiece Edition. Do we want to do some point and click Myst? I don't know. I will put that out to the chat to suggest. Like, we've never done a point and click Myst, and I'm kind of interested to try it. And it means that we will have done every version as well. It does seem a little bit completionist, maybe. All of the puzzles are going to be the same. We did literally just do realMyst. Do we want to do regular Myst Masterpiece Edition? I don't know. If you guys think that would be of interest, let me know. Speedrun attempt ? You should do point and click Riven. I've done point and click Riven. It's up on YouTube. It's a different game. Yeah, no. We've done both versions of Riven. We have done both versions of Riven. Love them both. Love them both. Absolutely. When the question is, play more Myst? The answer is, yes. Yes. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this episode of realMyst Masterpiece Edition. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye for now. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube live right now, Prestonian, James Moores, and all of the lurkers, thank you very much for coming along to this live stream. I'll be saying goodbye to you now.